our hearts, then that is very special. And so Tanya is an author who's not writing about herself, which is so amazing. What she's writing about a very important cause for corporate careers with African Americans, about someone that empowered her. And so, Tanya, let's hear all about it. And welcome, welcome, welcome to the Discover Brightside show.
Well, thank you, Claire. The book is called More Than a Dean, and it's the story of Quiester Craig. He was my business school dean at North Carolina A&T. The subtitle is Quiester Craig's Journey from Humble Roots to Reshaping Business School Education and Advancing Equity at HBCUs and Beyond. I know it's quite a long title, but I wanted to get everything in that title. He was a wonderful and remarkable man born in 1936 in Jim Crow, Montgomery, Alabama. And he was a brilliant guy in his education. He received a great education, even during those times. He attended what was called a laboratory school. He went on to go to Morehouse College, and he received his degree there. He studied under the great Dr. Benjamin Mays, who was all about excellence. So he had excellence in his primary and secondary education. It was reinforced at Morehouse College, and then he moved on to Atlanta University to get his MBA after not being able to get a corporate job that he had learned about reading the newspapers with his friends when he was at Morehouse. But when he graduated in 1957, corporate America wasn't quite open. So he became a business school educator at historically Black colleges and universities by default because he couldn't get a corporate career. So he worked at South Carolina State University and then moved on to Lincoln University, where he spent 10 years and really found himself. I write about a part of the book that I call the first part is growing up little bro, and the second part is becoming Quiester. And his name is Quiester Craig. And that's when he found that, he could accomplish a lot if he put his mind to it. During his time at Lincoln University, he found his sweet spot was to become he started to enjoy teaching, and he saw the benefits and the impact he could have on young people. So he liked it. So he found his career path in accounting, and he went over to the University of Missouri to study to get more accounting courses under his belt. And he ended up in the PhD program. And from that, he became the first African American to obtain a PhD in accounting from the University of Missouri. Before he finished his PhD, he decided, well, he saw people wiping out of the program, and he decided that he needed to get his CPA. He should get his CPA first, CPA, a certified public accountant. So he became that as the second African American in the state of Missouri to be a CPA. Just to give you background, from there he went on to FAMU. After he left Lincoln, did a 10-year stint, left Lincoln University in Missouri, and he went to FAMU, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University in Tallahassee, Florida. And he worked under the great Dr. Sybil Mobley, and she had the same credentials as he did. He did, but was a few years older. But he learned a lot from her. And so, within that time frame, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was enacted, and Title VII broke down discrimination in jobs because of race, sex, religion, and so forth. And so that had a great impact on the African American community because we were able to gain access to corporate jobs in an unprecedented way. So Dean Craig's credentials were right on time because the Black colleges had to develop their business programs. They had not been developed because there were no career opportunities in them. And so they were a bit undeveloped. And he was hired at North Carolina A&T, where he found his life's work and he was the dean of the business school there for 41 years. And the remarkable work that he did was he built quality business programs uh, and a high quality accounting program. And they were both they were both um,
They inspired you,
yeah,
and you
he
became an
did.
accountant too. So
Absolutely. They were both accredited by the AACSB, which is the international organization for accrediting business schools worldwide, one of them. And from that, he was more than a dean. I named the book More Than a Dean because he was more than a dean. He cared about his students. So he hired his faculty not only to meet the accreditation standards, but he said to me he wanted to know that he tried to hire faculty that had a heart for his students. And he infused his culture. He created a culture at the business school and infused that into the faculty that he hired so that everyone knew that they needed to prepare students not only for jobs in corporate America, but to be competitive in those positions. So yes, he did influence me. I, I am from North Carolina, a small town, and I became a CPA. He introduced me to the CPA profession and inspired me to get a CPA license, which is the top credential in the field. And it's something he did for many, many students.
that's amazing. So there you have it, More Than a Dean. And we want you to get the book, and we'll make sure it's available at the Brightside bookstore. And stay tuned for an interview with Elton. So thank you for watching Discover Brightside. Hit the subscribe button. And if you were one of the Dean's students or went to business school, let us know what you think about the interview and get the book, write a review. Thank you for watching Discover Brightside.